Superfoot fungus. Yes. Before the war or somewhere around, I don't know. It's like 1700 or some year basically there was this fungus. And it was like superfoot fungus. Like I mean, in the matter of 3 months, if you look at your feet, in the matter of 3 months, it would go through all your skin. Can you see it? Like right here. Like it would literally take your skin off, and your feet would be red, bare foot. Like it would literally take your skin down to where there was no skin left. It was like this really weird. Like they have films of it. It's this really weird psycho stuff. Like it gets in there and then it eats your skin, and then your skin just peels off basically. And it was some sort of like super weird, or there was this foot fungus that smelled really. They said the smell from it, it's like rotting, dead, disgusting flesh. But basically, it's basically just like athlete's foot, only it's like athlete's foot on steroids. Like it's like super like it was some really, really, really nasty bacterial stuff that just loved people's feet. So it would get in there, and then and then people's skin would just basically like, and their feet would actually start to bleed from because it would still be on there, like eating the flesh, and the skin would constantly crack every day, and their feet would just bleed from this fungus, and it was just like attacking the foot. And it was like this super nasty, like horrible, bad fungus that just smelled like crazy. And I mean, there's reports of it, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, so I forget exactly what it was exactly. I think that's right. I think that's how we treated it. One of the treatments was we'd give you an eye drop, I think, or something like that. It was antibacterial or something that affected the what's called, although it caused some permanent blindness or some near permanent blindness. So we started using like some other way, like a pill or something like that. But basically, I forget exactly what the details were. But there was this super fungus that it like lived on the outside of the body, and it lived inside your body or something, or it came from your inside of your body, and it like attacked the skin on your things, and it would just make your calluses peel right off. It would make your feet peel right off. So if you had it, and getting rid of it was like we tried external only, and it didn't work. You had to take a pill or something like that, and I think it caused people to get a little sick or something. I'm not exactly sure. You'd have to look at the details of the doctor notes. I just remember something about it because I saw the pictures, and there's films of it all the time. Like you'll see people with skin and it's just flaking off, just like it looks like all white, and they can just peel, and they'll peel off this huge chunk of skin, and it's just like, what is that? And it's like, yeah, that's the super fungus. There was a super fungus, like I say, it loved people's feet. It loved wet places, and it loved to just grow on people. And it would, anyway, I just remember a brief thing about it. I was like, okay, we're gonna have to deal with this. And it meant we had to treat whole towns, like everybody from a town. It's like, everybody get in the train car. We're going to take you down, and you're going to go through this process. You're going to get washed, you're going to get showered, we're going to take away everything, and then we're going to disinfect, because it was one of those funguses, it did not die. It was like, it was a fungus that's like, well, we've nuked it 12 times, and it's pissed off now and trying to grow towards us. I don't really know what it was exactly, but it was like some sort of really nasty thing, and the stench from it, I think, was, they said it's horrendous. Like, these people aren't even dead, and they smell like they're dead. And it was coming from the feet, basically. It was like this really nasty foot fungus. Anyway, so we had to treat everyone, basically from the town. And I was like, all right, shower them up. And so we tried the eye drops, like I said, and like I said, some of them were blind for days or whatever. or something like that. I'm not exactly sure, like 1% or something. So we changed it, of course. But yeah, when you go and you stand in the puddle of water, and you had to stand in there for like 3 hours or something like that. And I think they told people to go to the bathroom beforehand. It's like, well, you're going to be in this water for 3 hours. Do not drink the water. Do not drink the water. It's very bad. Anyway, or something like that. And they gave you some other water, I think. So anyway, but then people would stand in this water, and what it was antibacterial, and it soaked into your skin, and it took like 3 hours for it to soak in, or 4 hours for it to soak in, or something like that, and it would soak into the people's skin on their feet, and then it would kill the fungus, and then and I think they had perforated grates too a little bit. So because if people just stood on a floor, the water wouldn't get into the middle, so we needed them to walk on these grates, and what it was a grated floor, and then with little round holes in the grates, and the people would walk in, and it'd be about yay high water, and I think we even tried to heat the water so it wasn't so cold or whatever, but the people would walk in and they would stand in this water for about, or sit. I think they had chairs too, because there's video of them showing people like in the sitting position, like reading a magazine, soaking their feet. And what it is, it's a super anti-fungus, and we were getting rid of basically foot fungus, at least especially this nasty variant. They're like what people think is foot fungus now is not foot fungus. That is like something that's nothing. This other variant of foot fungus was like I say, it's like foot fungus. Like it was something, I don't know where it came from or how it survived or whatever, but we picked it up, and it smelled like death. And so I was like, yeah, let's do it. So we were treating whole towns. We'd have them all come in. They'd all go down the thing. My doctors would go. They would identify the foot fungus, and then they would be treated, and then they'd get new clothes. And then I forget exactly. Like I said, the stripy clothes were my fault. Later on, we changed that, of course. They're like, all right, that's enough of that. Well, we're going to have to change that. Anyway, but we were stomping out foot fungus, basically. And like I said, not the normal kind of foot fungus. Like I say, there's pictures of it. You know, it'll show the bottom of a person's foot, and they'll talk about it, and they'll say, yeah, it was flaking off, and I just grabbed it and pulled it, and like it would pull the skin completely off their feet. Like the whole skin, it would all just rip. And like there'd just be bleeding and stuff. Like anyway, and that's what that was. It was a foot fungus, and it just like made your skin turn white and kind of flake, and then you would grab it and just pull it, and it would just the whole thing off. Anyway, I called it like super foot fungus. Anyway, so we put them inside the water, and we were treating it, and basically it would die, and then you would just flake off the bad skin, and then you'd be fine. So, but yeah, we had to treat whole towns to get rid of this stuff. Like we tried treating it, we tried sprays, nothing worked. Like we had to it was just like, all right, that's it. You're all going in the water, and you're all gonna do this, and then it's gonna be gone. And it was. So we stomped out the last of it like in 1950. Like 1950, there's all kinds of little things like, it's a blister, but it's not a blister. It's like in the 1950s, there's all these things running around where it's like you pick at it and like something crawls out of it. And like we went around and we stomped it all out. Me and Germany and everybody else were like, all right, that's enough of that. Just kill that. Let's get rid of that. Let's get that. You know, and it was for the good of everyone. And then once we got everything, all that done, you know, we were just going through the motions of just like cleaning up the planet Earth until everything was all better. Because you're all my employees and all my people, so we had to take care of it.